Hello. How are you all doing? I hope you are all having a wonderful afternoon, a wonderful night, or a wonderful morning. It is all about dark circles today. We are just bringing this live chat just to talk about dark circles and also puffy eyes. Now we know that dark circles can affect both men and women. Therefore, this topic is for everyone, female and male. Now, what are some of the reasons why we get dark circles and also puffy eyes? This is can be from stress, life situation going on, minor medical condition, lack of sleep. We also have us women hormonal changes. There's just a lot of factors that cause people to have dark under eye circles. Now, I personally suffer from dark under eye circles. So this topic is, one that means a lot to me. I was buying like so many products to get rid of my dark under eye circles, and honestly, nothing was really going on, even though I am a dedicated person when it comes on to using my beauty products. And guess what, guys? I actually turned to natural remedies. I did so many researches and I came up with some solution for myself. Now I use these solutions and they have helped me tremendously. And I also play around with the ingredient that I get the most benefit from. And today I can clearly say that I have little to no dark circles. Now, this did not come about like in a day or two or a week or two. It takes continuous dedication and just keep going for the kind of result that I have today. Also note that if I don't take care of it, let's say 2, 3, 4 weeks, I see the sign of the dark circle coming back. So that is just to say, we getting rid of the dark circles in most cases is not a permanent. But however, if we just continue to do what we're doing using all the wonderful remedies and treatment, then they will basically disappear. However, you really, and I keep stressing that you have to keep doing that. You have to just keep using remedies. And if one don't work, go to the next one, because that's what I did. And I play around with a lot of stuff. And that's the reason why I don't have dark circles. Now, a lot of people watch my show and they're like, why you talk so much about dark circles? You don't have dark circles. What I normally refer them to is some of my older videos where they can clearly see makeup free that I did have a bit of a dark circle. Not a bit, a lot, like the entire thing going on. Natural remedies is what helped me, and I hope that some of my tips today will also help you. And I stress you got to keep using. Now, this is just a live show that we just pull out of the heart like that. So it's not like welcome to Let's Talk Skincare or Sunday, but it's similar to Let's Talk Skincare. So we're just gonna talk about the eyes. If you have a question, feel free to ask it. If you have a remedy that you're using that is working for you, feel free to talk about it. If you use a remedy and it didn't work for you, feel free to talk about it. Just express yourself, give your tips, your advice, so everyone else on the chat can learn something, can, think about using something for the dark circles and also for the puffy eyes. Today, we're going to talk about a number of natural remedies that you can mix and match. And I will also give a few recipes to use to get rid of your dark circles. So let me do a little bit of a shout out. And guys, if you're just joining or you're on the chat, it would be nice if you just give the video a thumbs up so that I know you guys are there and you are, really feeling this chat. Hello, Paulette Langley. Good evening from Jamaica. And how are you all doing out there in the beautiful sunshine island, sunny island of Jamaica? Nina A, can these remedies help even if you don't fix the problem causing it. I have insomnia, so lack of sleep is what causes my dark under eye circles. And I really like that question. That's like a wonderful question to open the talk with today. Insomnia, most people are aware what that is. That is when you go to your bed and you try to sleep, and at 1 o'clock you're still up, 2 a.m. you're still up, 3 a.m. you get up, you go in the fridge and you get some ice cream, and 4 a.m. then you start sleeping, right? Tell me if I'm wrong. Okay, now that can really take a toll on your dark circles and also your puffy eyes. Because lack of sleep causes all of that water retention, and it causes the eyes to get puffy. Now, if you don't take care of the problem, can it help? Most cases, you got to find the root. What is causing it? And that is wonderful. Now you know what is causing it. For you, you need to find a way to sleep, of course. A little chamomile tea just before bed is amazing. Okay, so I know you already know that also. And what I do when I cannot sleep is read. If you like to read, it's really help, because halfway during your reading, you probably will fall asleep, and you wake up, you might crush your book up. And I'm not on the new technologies these days, hard copy books. You have it, so you could have it in your bed, you could toss it, and whatever, that could help. But the question was, can it help? Yes, it can help, but you are one person that will always, 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 always have to make sure 4 to 5 times per week you're using all these remedies. Now, psychologically, what might happen to you is the fact that lack of sleep is causing all of this, and you have been now treating it. The time that you take to go in the kitchen instead of going to the store to get your remedy for your dark circles, the time you take to prepare whatever it is you're going to prepare, is also a way of relaxing the body. And with you making it for yourself and eager to try it, and you're waiting to see if it's going to work or if it's not going to work, is a de-stressor in itself, and that might also help you to relax. I tend to talk about not only using the remedies for the treatment areas that you're focusing on, but also as a de-stressor. I find that when I go in the kitchen and I'm whipping up things to use on my face, I'm so relaxed, I'm so calm. And sometimes you could actually see it coming across in my videos. Sometimes I'm dancing, I'm singing, because that's what de-stresses me. And in order for you to sleep, I don't know what is going on with you. You're all about the mind, which we're not getting into. De-stressing yourself before bed is really amazing. So whip some of the natural remedies up just before you go to sleep. Use it, rinse it off, and then you go and sleep. It just might help, you never know. And that is as natural as it gets. If you agree with me, feel free to comment. Also, guys, if you're out there and you have a remedy or an advice for this person that having trouble sleeping with everlasting severe dark under eye circles, feel free to comment. But I'm also going to give you especially the remedy that I use on mine for you to try to see if it's going to help. Okay, I'm not sure where you are living, but if you live somewhere where they have the parsley leaf, comment and let me know, because the remedy that I use a lot and I mix up a lot is the parsley. So I'm going to give you a really good recipe if you have access to the parsley leaf. And I hope I answer your question. Anybody want to chime in? Feel free to chime in and I'll just read the comment. All right, so we have Frida Oka, I think I pronounced that right. Desperate to find effective treatment for extremely puffy eye. I sleep well. I drink enough water, using all the imaginable under eye cream. And this person sounds just like how I used to be. I used to be like trying all different kinds of remedies. Now, we just spoke about getting to the source of what is causing this. Your puffy eye could be hereditary. We don't know. Okay, you have to know your family history and all of that. And you try so many things. You sleep and all of that, and that is still going on. I'm going to give you a little advice, and it's a as natural as it gets. It might sound far-fetched. It might sound like, what is it that she's talking about? But it might just be effective. And that is actually to massage your under eyes wherever you have the puffy eyes. So if you have it right under here, I'm just going to tell you to massage it. Now, that is like the most delicate area on your face. How am I going to massage my under eyes? Now, guys, I massage my under eyes because I need the circulation. And dark circles is when the blood that is there, I don't even know if I can say that word. Anyway, that is, in case the system pick up and think we're talking about something else, that you need, to get the circulation going. So what I do, and I wish I came on here today without makeup. What I do, I use 2 fingers, any 2 that you're comfortable with, and I press just this. This is how I massage my under eyes. And I just press it, and I'll do this for about a minute or 2 and use the remedies along with that. Please just give this a try and see if that works, along with using some of the many remedies that you already use, okay? And if you want to be all fun and game and you have the ingredients that I'm going to give you for my personal dark under eye circles remedies, then you could actually try it along with the massages that I just gave. Very, very simple. It's just a pressing effect, and it's a hard press and release, hard press and release, and about a minute. I would say probably about 20 to 30 repetition on both eyes. Just give it a try. It sounds far-fetched. It sounds like but it actually works, and I hope that it will work for you. All right, Nina A, thank you, Khichi. So parsley leaf, chamomile tea. I'm reading also. I live in Morocco. Okay, so if you have parsley leaf, then the remedy is gonna come right there for you. Just keep watching and waiting. It's gonna be here. Okay, all right. So now we are moving on, and we are taking a. Oh, I actually was doing, a shout out, but I get into the questions, and yes. Okay, so we have Lolitres, Lolitrees. I got up 5 times a day because I don't drink enough water. Drink more water or more stress tea with dark brown sugar, and use lavender oil, dab on the skin, or CBD oil. Okay, so somebody is giving an advice of the I got up 5 times a day because I don't drink enough water. Drink more water or more stress tea. All right, so you are thinking that I think this remedy is for sleep. I'm almost sure you're answering to the question I just answered about sleep. If so, please let me know, and exactly if you're giving her advice. All right, so Nina wants another question. One more question. Over time, I noticed that these under eyes also became deflated instead of puffier. Can remedies make it look fuller? Yes, 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 yes. So we are going to talk about that. Just give me a minute because I have some awesome remedy for it to look fuller. And the facial massage that I just shared with you, you might think that it's going to just flatten it out, but you're going to have that plumpness from the circulation without the puffiness, okay? And everyone can do that that under eye massage that I just gave. Foxy Trini, turning in from Brooklyn, love your channel, and you are right next door because I'm ailing out of Brooklyn. So yeah, backyard girl. So I'm trying to say something like yardy or something, but it's not coming off well. But anyway, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your comment. All right, so we are going to Terrell Thomas. And I use almond oil and tomato and turmeric and yogurt, and it clear it up. And I also, guys, have that recipe to give, believe it or not. That actually works. Okay, so definitely play around with stuff. If you use something and it don't work, play around with other stuff, and you will be good to go. Something is gonna work. Jill, Melatonin helps sleep. It's an over the counter, and I'm not going to say the last word, and you know why, Jill. All right. So, just read the comment, guys, and you're going to find people commenting and giving advice. Now, we're going to move on and we're going to talk about one ingredient that is good for dark circles that a lot of you might not be aware of. Some are and some might not, and that is milk. Now, how do you use this milk? You use cold milk. Cold milk is good for dark under eye circles. The best way to use cold milk is to use it on a cotton pad or any form of soft cotton cloth. Just soak it in it and just place it over your eyes like this. And I suggest at least 20 to 30 minutes. Whatever treatment that you're going to use that you need to rinse off after, give it at least 30 minutes, 20 to 30 minutes for it to work. The skin need time to absorb all of that. Now, guys, if you get yourself some cold milk, now before you get to that stage, what you need to do is to get some rosemary, and rosemary is good. We tend to eat a lot of rosemary as spice and all of that in our nice, roast chicken. We rub the rosemary and all that, but rosemary is an awesome spice. Some people going to say spice, some people just going to say, I don't know what you call rosemary, but I use it as a spice, and I also use it in my skincare home remedies. Now get yourself some rosemary, and what you're going to do, you're going to try to juice that rosemary. Easier said than done because it don't have that much of a juice. So what I do, I put some fresh rosemary that is in a blender, pour some milk on it, blend it, strain it, and after it is strained, I put a little bit of almond oil in it, put it in the refrigerator, and there I got my cold rosemary milk. Now I take my cotton pads, and guys, I always be using those cotton pads. I put them in a bag and I throw this cold milk on it, zip it up. Now, because it's milk, I'm not going to keep it for more than 3 days in the refrigerator. So I take my cotton pads out, place them over my eyes for 30 minutes or sometimes longer, depending on how much time I have. Then I take them off and I rinse off. When I finish with that, what I do next, I dab on some vitamin E oil. Most time I like to mix the vitamin E oil with a little almond oil because I like using the almond oils for my dark circles, and I go to sleep with that. That's a easy remedy. Now, what I find myself doing nowadays too, I also blend that milk with the parsley, strain it, put the vitamin E or the almond oil in it just the same, and do the same thing. And I keep that for the week. So I would use this 2 to 3 times per week. So different things. Now I'm using different things, but I'm always going back to the parsley. So if you have tried everything else and everything else is failing, why not give the rosemary cold milk a try? You just never know. Now, guys, always remember to moisturize your under eyes before you go to sleep. And please remember that when you use a facial cream, that facial cream is designed or is made for everywhere except this area. This area is very special on your face. All of this is considered the areas around your eyes. When you use your facial cream, you'd leave this area out. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because whatever that they made for the face is normally more stronger than what they make for the areas around the eyes. Since it's delicate, it's more mild. So eye cream, eye serum is much milder than facial serum or facial cream. So at night, a little bit of an oil or whatever product that you use under your eyes, use it before you go to sleep, because you're going to sleep for X amount of hours, and that is going to give the product more time to work. Do not go to bed with your under eyes dry, whether you have dry, dark circles, puffy eye or not. If it's just perfect, still dab a little thing under there. It's gonna work out good for you in the future. Definitely. Okay. All right. U2B, U2728385. Can you use almond or coconut milk instead of regular milk? And I'm gonna be really, really honest with you when it comes on to that. The properties of regular milk is you're not going to find it in coconut milk. You're not going to find it in almond milk. However, the properties in the coconut milk and the almond milk is also good for dark under eye circles, but not the same way in which the milk is going to work. What works in the milk is the lactic acid. What works in the almond milk is the vitamin E. So you get the gist of what I'm saying. It's two different remedies. I tend to tell my subscribers, if you do not have milk, regular milk, go ahead and use some almond milk or even some coconut milk. But the truth is, it's two different things. You cannot substitute milk. You're not going to get the same properties, okay? However, you can find ingredient out there that is loaded with vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin E, similar to milk, like the almond have, the vitamin A and the vitamin E, but it's still not the lactic give it the brightening properties. When you use the almond milk, you're not going to get that brightening property effect. So with that, you would add some, let's say, some potato juice to the almond milk or some orange zest to the almond milk to get that brightening property effect. Okay, so I hope I explained that well. So whenever I made a remedy and I said substitute milk for that, it also means that I'm using another ingredient that might have the brightening effect or the vitamin C. All right, okay, all right. The Better You Talk Show. What kind of milk, please? Plain old milk that you buy in the grocery store, those on the freezer, the refrigerator area. Regular old milk is better than 2% when it comes on to the areas around the eyes, because you need all that fat, all that richness. The ones that we don't want to digest, this is the one we need to use on our face. So when you pick up milk to use on your skin, go for whole milk, WHOLE. Okay, 2%, you're still gonna get the job done, but you want the old milk. So if you don't drink old milk and you do 2% or 1%, you still can use it. But I would suggest for your face, buy the little small box and get the old milk. Okay, all right. Marcia, Khichi, can I use evaporated milk? And I'm gonna plus that one out and I'm gonna say no. That is processed, is in a can. We don't want that. You want the real milk. And do not use sweetened condensed milk either. That is also out. Nor do I recommend that you use milk powder. You need fresh milk, okay? Fresh milk. All right. Like in Jamaica when I was growing up, they have box milk. We say box milk. Jamaicans will know what I'm talking about. But it's regular milk that we get here in the state in the refrigerator. The same thing. It's just that they normally put it in some little square boxes and you could just buy a box of milk and just drink it like that. That one is good. That one is the same fresh milk you get in the grocery to buy. All right. Let's move on. So guys, we just spoke about milk. I need to give you more. I have 5, but I'm going to talk about more than 5. We already know most people already know about the potato. But talk about the potato all the time. The potato is everywhere. You juice the potato, or you can just cut the slices and just rub it on the area. And that is actually a very good one to use. Now, when it comes on to potato, for me and my experience and my experiments, the best mix or blend or combination, apart from the parsley leaf, that I find that works it's really amazing and really fast with the potato, is the turmeric powder or fresh turmeric if that's what you have. So you juice the potato, that's what I like to do, and take the turmeric powder, blend it out in the potato or mix it or whisk it, and use the cotton pad just the same as the first ingredient remedy that I gave, and you use it on the dark on the eye circles. Those two combined, I find to give me the best and the fastest result, because after the very first use of using the turmeric with the potato, I'm not even sure if I have a video using those two, but that's something that I find to work amazing. and you do the same. You juice the potato with this. If you want to do about 4 treatment, you got to do at least 4 medium potatoes. Peel them, grate them, or blend them, juice them, add the turmeric powder to it. And as you guys know, I still put the parsley in it. Amazing, amazing, amazing. If you're joining, if you're watching and you are not familiar with the parsley, I suggest that you do the research for it. We're talking about turmeric powder and potato juice. Turmeric powder and potato juice, I find work for me like instantly, and it might not work for some people instantly, but I would suggest if you have very dark under eye circles to give it a try. You make enough, and guess what, that is best cold also, really, really cold, because potato have an ingredient that they call catecholase, that when it's cold it acts up, and it also produces enough enough, oh, I just lose the word I was going to use, but it also help with the puffy eyes and the dark circles and the wrinkles and the fine lines. That catecholase, when it is in action, it have to decrease the puffiness under your eyes, the cold effect, just as if you have a piece of ice and you just rub it under there, which is good for the dark circles also. That is how the catecholase from the potato works on your skin to get rid of the dark circles. So anytime you use the potato on your face or anywhere on your body, I suggest the best thing to do is to get it cold. Put it in your refrigerator and use it. You're going to get the best benefit from it. Angela Matthew, does milk help with puffy eyes? Yes. And I figure you just joined, or you might have asked the question before, which we just talked about milk. Annette, for the past 2 weeks, I'm using it and I'm looking good. Chichi, what about marilla oil? Ooh, Annette, I've been using the marilla oil, and I think I spoke about it either this channel or the other channel. It is really amazing. I don't want to stray, guys, but the marilla oil, for those of you out there, if you know it and you're using it, comment. It's amazing. And yes, Annette, it's good. I use it just a little touch and I just dab it under my eyes. As a matter of fact, I'm using it all over my face. I'm getting so much good result from it. And look at my face. I know I'm wearing makeup and all of that. And some people like to tell me that I'm still getting those comments, guys, about my cheeks. I'm still getting the comments that I'm doing stuff to it apart from my natural stuff. And it's not true at all. Little old me only use my natural remedies. But the trick that some of you might not follow is while using all these wonderful remedies, guys, I do a lot of facial massages at home. And if you watch my channel a lot, you will know I'm always telling you, apply this facial massage, apply that facial massage. Press it in the skin, wake the skin up. So that's what I do. And for instance, when I'm coming on the show today, I want my face to look, a little lift, So what I did, I sat there and I hold and I do all of that. And then I get this instant look. Is it going to last all day? Most time, no. But with continuous use, you end up getting, to this stage. Whatever do, you got to keep doing it. Now I'm going to show my face right here. And if you look here, at my age, guys, I am supposed to have a lot of wrinkles going. Not even if I age well, I'm supposed to have a bit of a wrinkle and fine lines right here. And you guys know what I am talking about. Now, somebody's going to look at this and said my face not moving. I get that all the time, but this is all natural, guys, except I'm wearing some makeup today. Now, the reason for that is whenever I'm taking care of the areas, and I normally use the word areas around the eyes, whatever I use under here, I always use right here. So I like to use those big cotton pads that I just cover the entire area around that, because these fine lines need to go. And when you use the remedies that you use to get rid of the dark under eyes, the puffy eyes, and also the eye bags, it also get rid of the fine lines and wrinkles right here on the face. No joke, guys. Just give it a try. give it, just take my little stupid advice that I'm giving and just practice it. A lot of people look, listen, and they're like, give it a try. They come back a week, sometime a month after, and like, I tried that, and you know what, I'm actually shocked. So sometimes if you want, you could go back to some old videos that you probably watched before and just go back to read the comments, and you'll be amazed at some of the comments. Now guys, if you're just joining in, we're talking about dark circles, eye bags, and puffy eyes, and we're just interacting with each other, just enjoying a couple of minutes just to talk about a topic that you guys sent a lot of emails on, like a lot. So if you're liking the topic today, just give the video a thumbs up and let me know you are enjoying it. Savannah Winter, yes, it works. I've been following her for the past 2 years and I don't look my age. People always say you are not that old, and that is coming from Annette Williams. And yes, Annette has been following for a long time, as far back as I can remember. Hello, Naris. How are you? That Naris Scott, that is another oldies on this channel. All right, so we are taking some questions. And also now I found Savannah Winter question. Does her video that she used for her stuff really works? And guess what I'm going to tell you? Don't take our word for it. Don't take my word for it. Don't take those people on the chat word for it. Try one. All I need you to do is try one. And when you try, don't try it just one time. Use it for a week. Anyone, I'm not going to pick out anything for you. Just try one of the recipe. Anyone. You're not only going to get a result, but you're going to feel so good making it. And that is the trick behind it. The fact that you can actually make something for yourself, use it, put yourself in a happy place. You're going to come back and say good stuff. All right. So we are just asking you to try just one. Anyone you choose. Just pick one, try it, and come back and comment. All right. That's how confident I am. All right. All right. Kelly. And that's Kelly Moki, Mouke. Guys, this word surname, I'm thinking is difficult sometimes, but hopefully I'm getting it right. So Kelly Moki, Khichi, I am from Cameroon. Please, what is the best facial lotion for fair skin to avoid dark circles? Now, there's no such thing as the best, because there's so many awesome, wonderful products out there on the market. The trick is to try a few and find what works for you. Now you're asking for facial lotion, and the honest truth is I used to be a junkie and I tried all from high end to low end, from store bought to drugstore, you name it. I used to try all those good things. What works for me right now is making my own blend, and I like to use a lot of oils on my skin, like the morella oil, the cacao oil, and now I'm even using the bachi oil. I use all these oils and I like to blend them up for myself. So if you're gonna ask, and hopefully guys, fingers crossed, keep me in your prayer if you pray, and keep me in whatever it is that you believe in. Hopefully very soon my oil blend will be out. So I mix stuff for myself and I use it on my skin. I play around with stuff. However, what I would advise you to do, you can take any little old facial cream that you buy in your drugstore or wherever, and you could buy a nice anti-aging oil or a nice moisturizing oil such as the marula, which, since we're talking about the marula oil, and you could tip a little in it, and a little extra vitamin E, because when you buy some of those things, unless you're going to pay an arm and a leg for it, the amount that you would need to get good benefit is just very minimal. So you buy it, you put a little vitamin E oil in it, and you put a little marula oil in it. What you do right there is you just kick it up a notch. You just turn it in from simple basic to an awesome, amazing facial cream. So that is what you can also practice to get something that is suitable for your skin. So you're going to find one of your favorite oil, and then you're going to add it to it. I have groups of oils that I call special oil, and I have oils that I call carrier oil. The special oils are those that you get in the little bottles like this one, and this is a cacao oil. I usually have it near here because I'm always using it on my skin, and this is what it looks like. And most of these special one comes with dropper. Now, to be honest with you guys, like this cacao oil that I'm using is it's on the pricier side, but with my research, and I think I put a few links below, you can get the same kind of a grade for less. So you just browse around and see, not because it have a brand might, you know, be on the higher side. It does not necessarily when it comes on to oil. And that is what I like about oil. When it comes on to oils, you might find a brand that sell an oil for say $20, and you find another brand that sell the oil for $5, and you might think the one with the $20 is more, you know, is a better oil. It's not necessarily a better oil. What you have to look for is first press, cold press, and also you can also choose to look for organic. Those unrefined, those are the words you look. So you could get a cheap bottle of, let's say, cacao oil, but it said unrefined first press or cold press, and it's basically going to be just as good as the one that you paid the $20 for. So just use your common sense when you are searching for, especially oils. When it comes on to lotion and serums and all of that, it's a total different story, because it's what they put in it that the price up. So as I said, if you buy a cheap little facial cream or whatever, top it up with your oil, because one bottle is going to last you forever. Now, if you buy a facial cream out there with, let's say, the cacao oil, you're going to really, really pay for it. And you could go and you could get a cacao oil and you could just keep blending it in cheaper products. Don't tell nobody I tell you that, okay? And you're going to get even better results, and it's going to last longer. And in the end, budget, you're going to pay less. Okay? All right. So that is how we do it. And that's how we ladies try to get the best for less and look the best, if you know what I mean. So we're talking about dark under eye circles and, you know, ingredients. I said 5. I know I'm way over 5, but I think I have like about 14, 15 here. Another wonderful remedy. And let me look at my little notes before I forget important ones that I want to talk about. I'm going to talk about dried orange peel. And dried orange peel is amazing, guys. Do your research on that one. The dried orange peel, remember, the orange peel have more vitamin C than the orange itself. So I use a lot of dried orange peel, and I post a video this morning showing you guys, because sometimes I get that question, how you make it, where you get it to buy, blah, 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 blah. Yes, you could get the dried orange peel to buy, like, you know, on Amazon and all of these online stores, but you can make it yourself. And I show you how to do it this morning. Simple, easy peasy. And guess what? You have an amazing ingredient to brighten and lighten your skin. You could use that dried orange peel in yogurt, in milk, with green tea, with cucumber juice, you know, in your facial scrub, your body scrub, you name it. Not only does that dry orange peel is highly concentrated with the vitamin C, but that's where they get the orange oil from also. So guys, don't throw out your orange peel. Just drop it in a paper bag and keep it in a dark place. When it's dry, blend it and you're good to go. You have so much. Now, when we take this dried orange peel powder, you can actually make a wonderful paste with it for your dark under eye circles. So what you're going to do, you are going to take a little yogurt, and you did mention the yogurt. You're going to mix some dry orange peel in it, and you could add a little bit of almond oil. And if you're all fun and game, you can add a little bit of a parsley leaves. You know, yeah, I wasn't going to leave that out, right? And you're just going to put it under your eyes just like that. Leave it on for at least 20 to 30 minutes. And you are gonna just, if you have the ingredients, guys, and you have dark circles, give this one a try and come back and comment and let me hear what you have to say. Don't use it one time and come back and say don't work, okay? Use it a week or two and then you come back. Just give it a chance. Give it a chance. It's like it's a no joke. Now, I've been using this dried orange peel powder like there's no tomorrow, because sometimes I get carried away, and when something work, it's like I can't get enough of it, so now I'm mixing it in this, mixing it in that. And sometimes I wish I could really like show you guys like a little more, like, you know, exactly. I mean, I make the videos, and I make a video, and the video is like an hour long, and I have to cut it down to 10 minutes. So 90% of the things you guys really don't see, to be honest. And most time you don't have the time to watch a long video. I try to make my videos like at least 10 minutes to make sure that it's packed with all the important information that you guys really need to know before you put things on your face. Even though this channel is all about natural ingredients and all of that good stuff, my aim is to make sure that you know what you're using and why you're putting it on your face, and you know exactly how it works. Because some people have sensitive skin, and it's not everything that you see out there you could show. It might appear that the channel is like that, like we just mix things up and put on. Absolutely no. I like to research, I like to know the properties, and I like to get really deep in the ingredient, and I like to try it and try it and try it and share. And once I discover that this ingredient do such amazing job on not only me but my family and friends, then you'll see a lot of it just coming in these videos. So that's how I do it. Elizabeth, and that's my Farco R. I am allergic to some things. I have bumps all over my face. Been using the aloe in everything. My face is spoil it. Please help. All right, so she's allergic to a lot of things, and I think that aloe vera is one thing that she's not allergic to, and she's been using it in everything. And she's saying that her face is spoiled. I think that's what you're saying. And I'm here to tell you that there's no such thing as your face is spoiled. There is absolutely no such thing. And I'm going to tell you why there's no such thing. Because with time, you can turn a rough looking skin, a skin filled with pimples, blackhead. You can have dull, you know, you name it. And over time, you can have your skin looking amazing. And guess why I'm telling you that? Because I'm living proof of that. Guys, if you're on this chat a lot or you watch my show, you already know that I used to have eczema all over my body. And the funny thing about it, sometime this week, my aunt was telling me, it's embarrassing, but I could tell you guys, she was like, hey, when you were little, nobody liked to sleep with you. Nobody liked to sleep in the bed with you because you have sore all over. And I'm not, you know, like now I'm like, what are you talking about? Like it, but it's the truth, guys. It's the truth. So sensitive skin, everything they put on me break me out. It's like no joke. So for somebody that just coming on my channel and would be like, this girl just use all kind of things, blah, 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 blah. Sensitive skin, and because I have sensitive skin, believe it or not, why I turn to all these wonderful remedies. Now, onion is filled with sulfur, guys. So if you're out there and you have all these eczema going on, use some onion. But I use sulfur, plain old sulfur, and that is what actually, you know, kind of helped to heal my skin up as a kid growing up. And if you want the whole story, let me know. I'll sit down and I have an hour with you guys, with you asking me questions about my childhood and all of that. If you guys want a video like that, since you guys know nothing much about me anyway, we definitely will do that. I feel like I reached a stage now where I want to just open up a little bit about me, and I'm not straying from the topic, guys, just to let you guys, because nowadays it's all about vlogging and all of that good stuff. And sometimes you watch a person like me for a year or two, like Annette, and you probably know nothing much really, because I'm that like, how would I say it now? Like, you know, a little not that open, but hey, why not? You want to know something? Let's do it. It's not like I'm going to hear all, you know, but like things that you guys should really know, since you've been with me for so long, then you should have the right to know, because you do support me like tremendously. All right. So we're going back to talking about dark under eye circles. We talk about, we'll do more than 5 already, but why not, you know, continue? So one thing I have here, guys, mint leaves. Mint leaf. Let me tell you what I have written down here. I have mint leaf, I have rose water, and I also have buttermilk. Some people might not know what buttermilk is, but some people know buttermilk is definitely regular milk, and they put it to like ferment. Not really ferment, they just put it in a thing, leave it there for a couple of days, and then they go back, and what is on the top they scrape it off to make butter, and right below that, that's what they use to make buttermilk, and that's dairy. And it's similar to how we have the yogurt, although it's a different process. So all in the milk family, but buttermilk is good for your dog on the eye circles. And we talk about rose water, rose petal, rose powder. Somebody commented on one of my videos the other day, and she was like, where on earth do you expect me to get rose powder? The person really and truly, I think, want to try the remedy, but the rose powder was turned off. Now, guys, I do so much, little research for myself, and when I discover rose powder, I find that I like to use the rose powder over the rose water, and I also like to get the fresh, dried rose petal and brew it to make my own rose water, if you know what I mean. I just feel like it's stronger. So I'm just apologizing to the person that if you don't have that rose powder, definitely use the rose water. Totally, but yes, I could understand that sometimes I get carried away with the ingredient because I'm so into it. I'm not into it only for you guys, I'm into it for myself. So when I get something and I love it and I come and I share it, sometimes I'm not even thinking that, oh, maybe 80% of you don't have this ingredient. But I always find a way for you to substitute or a way for you to make the own thing. Like the rose petal or the rose powder, I would recommend that if you have a rose plant, then you could actually dry your own petal. Or if you pass the neighbor yard, and they have the roses hanging off, especially in the islands, just pick some petal and keep walking, right? When you go home, you brew it or you put it to dry, and then you blend it and you get your rose powder. Now, I also recommend not to use, listen, I always say do not use the rose that you get when someone send you a bouquet, because those are sprayed. But one of my faithful subscriber have a suggestion, and she said just the way that you get rid of the pesticide from the fruits and the vegetable in like the vinegar water, you can actually take those same roses that you get in your bouquet and soak them in the vinegar water, rinse them off, and they are good as new. So I was so eager to share that with you, because at first I was like, what is she talking about? But the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Okay, so I normally soak my fruits and vegetables in the vinegar for a couple hours and rinse them off and use them. Just so with the rose petal, leave them to dry, and then you make your rose powder or brew them and make some rose water. Isn't that amazing? And that's why I love you guys so much, because you guys come up with like some of the most brilliant idea. Now we're talking about rose powder and rose petal because those are two ingredient. Well, one, roses on a whole is good for wrinkles and fine lines, but the puffy eyes. And guess what you can mix it with? A lot of people use cucumber, which is like everybody be using cucumber. But guess what? If you get some cucumber juice and the rose powder or the rose water, you mix it together, use it over your eyes, especially for the puffy eyes on the eye bag, especially those days when you go to sleep and you wake up and the puffiness is there. The quick fix, the rose water or the rose petal or the rose powder mixed with some cucumber juice is going to do a number on your dark circles, puffy eyes, and eye bags. I'm looking at my time, guys, and I know it's question and answer time. So we're going to talk. So I think I cover all. Vitamin E for the oils, guys. Vitamin E is good for your under eyes, and any oil such as almond oil, such as grapeseed oil that have an abundant amount of vitamin E is good to use under your eyes. And when you find that you can find an oil to use, you can mix and match. And rosehip oil is a wonderful special oil. if you understand what I'm saying. That is good for the dark and the eye circles. So you can get some grapeseed oil, and if you have rosehip oil, you put a drop in it and use it as your nighttime on the eye oil after you use, let's say, your parsley and your cucumber or the turmeric and the potato. After you use that and you rinse off, then you apply one of these oils. All right, we're going to go to some question and answers right now. So comfort swim. Oh, you were here on Sunday. My dear sister, what about rose water and turmeric to mix? And I think that is awesome. You could actually, you could mix the turmeric paste with rose water. And yes, 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 that is awesome. And that is amazing. Nazi, Chichi, please, what can I do with hibiscus flowers? I went to buy some rose petal and saw dry hibiscus flowers. I bought it too. Please, what can I do with it? I have some amazing, amazing recipe using the hibiscus flowers and powder. And I also, guys, use the hibiscus for tea because it's good with weight loss. In case you guys don't know, I drink the hibiscus tea also. So with that said, I am going to be coming up. I'll share some recipe with you, but I have to remind myself. And you're going to use the hibiscus just the way you use the rose petal or the rose petal powder. You can brew the hibiscus and you could get that water and you can use it to use as a facial toner. You could add other little ingredients to it. You could add some cucumber juice and, keep that in your refrigerator. The star anise, I'm big on that with the hibiscus, and use it on your face as a spritz. You can also blend that hibiscus with the yogurt and use it as a facial mask, just the way you use the rose petal. And we're gonna do I think I'm gonna promise you guys to do a 10 minutes video just talking about the many benefits of the hibiscus. If you want that video, give the video a thumbs up or leave a comment to let me know that would be something you are interested in. And a lot of you have access to hibiscus, so that shouldn't be an issue where finding the ingredient is concerned. All right, so Savita, how do I know the expiry date of sunscreen when it is not mentioned? Okay, any products that you're gonna buy and there's no expiration date, for me, I would say you keep it for a year and then you discard. Most pharmaceutical products like lotion and and creams and all of that is gonna last at least a year. Some of them is gonna go 2 years. So if you're the one you use for this summer, I mean, depending on where you live, you buy a new one for next summer. 1 year, okay? I suggest 1 year, but pretty chances that it could go up to 2 years, okay? But I suggest at least a year. It's no such thing as a 6 month unless it's all natural. All right. Okay. All right. I hope I answer your question. And we also have Jill. Yes, what is amazing? Proof that the remedies work. Okay. All right. Okay, so Savannah, I messed up. What I meant to say was I'm 32 years old and I smoke cigarette and I can see the fine lines are already and I can see smile lines. What would be the best thing for that? And I forget to mention that dark circles come from smoking too. I had it on my thing, but I'm not so good with notes. If you're a regular watcher, you'll know that. And you already, the beauty of it, Savannah, is that you know what is causing it. That is the foundation and that is the number one rule. And yours is easy because you already know. And the reason why you mention it is because it's a factor. It's something that you know is affecting you because of a habit that you have. So what you're going to do, you are going to gradually get rid of what is causing the wrinkles and the fine lines. At 32, there's a lot of people that smoke at that age and they don't have fine lines, but you start seeing it. So what you're going to do, you're going to treat it. You got to keep doing it, and eventually try to fade or, get rid of the things that is causing you to, have the wrinkles so early. Facial exercises is very, very good. And facial mask, a facial serum, exfoliate your face and do all the wonderful stuff and slowly get rid of the issue that is causing the fine lines and wrinkles. You're already aware of it. And the only reason why you mention it is because it's something you need to get rid of. And that's the best way I could explain it. without being too technical. All right, Essie. Hello, Essie. How are you? Nutelli, I think I shot yours last Sunday. I didn't know that you are live today. No, this is like just a little surprise thing. I'm here and I feel like talking to you guys. So the going through my emails, there was like today like a lot of people asking about dark circles. So I said like, why not? Why not? Okay. All right. So that is why we are on today. All right. So I'm not promising that it's going to be every week. It's just like, a little thing. I think that I might do a show tomorrow too because I'm going to be home. So, okay, Abigail, I am using the rose water every day and it works well. Thank you so much for that. So somebody is using the rose water. If you're just joining in, we're talking about natural remedies that you can use to help to get rid of dark under eye circles and also puffy eyes. We give a few remedies and we also give a few recipe. We combine things and we also share how you could combine ingredients to get good result. If you're still watching and you like the topic today, you enjoying the show, which is almost at the end, please give the video a thumbs up. We have about 80 people still watching. It would be nice to get this thumbs up to 100 before we get off. So the thumbs up is right below the video. And I think one go up and one go down. Just click whichever one you think the show deserves to get today. All right, guys. So we are going back and we just do a little recap. Right now, I'm just taking questions and answer. So, Cavelli, Barnett, my daughter have a lot of pimples and spot. What can I do? And you're mentioning daughter. Is she a teenager? Because if she's a teenager, I'm going to suggest that you need to the dark spot and the pimples come with, teenage hormonal changes and stuff like that. So at her age, anything with, let me see, I would just, glycolic acid. Anything with glycolic acid is good for her skin. That is if she's a teenager and she's going through the whole acne prone skin and spots and stuff like that. So any facial masks, they have a lot of clay masks out there for teenagers. That is good. You could use my remedies too. They're perfect for teenagers with spots and blemishes. She can also use some brown sugar on her face with some green tea and exfoliate because the grease, I'm thinking right now at that teenage stage, hopefully it's teenager, she's starting to have a lot of grease on her skin. So for her, she got to exfoliate the skin with mild exfoliator like the brown sugar. Rice is good for her young skin too. It's going to benefit her in the future. Mix some rice and put some like a little touch of a lemon juice, or better yet some grapefruit juice. That's good for that kind of a skin type. If young skin, I can use for the itching. What do you did not say what I can use for the itchy bumps? Okay, I'm getting to that. So anything like that is gonna help her skin, and those are teenager recipe and remedies that I just gave if she's a teenager. All right, so if the bump is itching, it could be from grease. If you have pimples and stuff and it's itching, it could be from grease. The clogged pores. So exfoliate your skin, pat dry the skin, and use anything like a grapefruit, or orange, or a lemon on your skin. Okay. All right. Because they also have antibacterial properties that is going to help. And tea tree oil. How could I forget tea tree oil? Tea tree oil is great. If your skin is itching, the tea tree oil will do a number for you. Okay. Joumana, Joumana. I have dark spot on my cheeks. I use your remedy, potato and onion and lemon juice. Did that help? If it helped, please feel free to comment. And we also have art inspired by beauty. I have used many of your masks and scrub. They are fantastic. Thank you. And thank you so much for trying. Guys, if you're still watching, you like the topic today, you like this little surprise live chat, give the video a thumbs up. How does rose water remove stretch marks? You know something? I find that, and I use a lot of this on the show, I find that vapor rub is really good with circulation. Now, rose water can be used as a toner. And what the toner does to the skin, it's like it hydrates the skin. When you have stretch marks and stuff, you need to keep the skin hydrated, and that is how the rose water help. Personally, for me, if I'm using the rose water, I like to mix it with other things. Yes, 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 for the stretch marks. So apply the rose water, and on top of that, you mix some wonderful, amazing vitamin E oil with other rich oil, and massage that stretch mark area. And then you could actually spritz some more water, rose water, over that to have to lock all that moisture in, and therefore that's going to help to plump it and fade the stretch mark. So rose water is really good, because the rose with the rose hip and the vitamin A and all of that good stuff, and that's the reason why these things do help a lot with continuous use. That is all right. Lorna Nurse, I would like that video. My daughter told me she ate the hibiscus. Makes me wonder if that's the same shoe block they used to use as. Okay, this have to be Jamaican. Yes, to use shoe block. Whoa. Trust me, a lot of you guys don't know what that is, but where I'm from in Jamaica, growing up as a kid, we call hibiscus. I mean, yes, it's the same. Yes, it's the same. And they have so many different species. So yes, when I was growing up, I didn't know that hibiscus was hibiscus. I know hibiscus as shoe block, and that is what Lorna Nurse is saying. So in Jamaica, we call hibiscus shoe block, and Jamaica have a wide variety of hibiscus. Now, after I get into all these wonderful remedies and all of this kind of stuff and experimenting, blah blah blah, I discovered that shoe block is hibiscus, the same one that we use to make the fence with. Now, which part of that they use is the bloom. Now, we tend not to have a wide variety of the pinky. We have mostly like the red ones with that little yellow star coming out of it. That's very, very common. And certain areas you go, you would see a few people with like the pink and all of that. But yes, my dear, it is the same hibiscus shoe block. Okay, guys, I hope I don't get everybody else all confused. This is just a little Jamaican thing. Okay, all right. So if you live somewhere else in this world apart from Jamaica and you call hibiscus shoe block, feel free to comment. I really would want to see if it's just us who call it shoe block. Yes, my dear. Kelly, I just say please recommend a vitamin E oil to be used. And normally I don't recommend a brand, but I list one or two that I like to use in the description box below. So when you're done, you can go and look at the one that I list below. Maybe I have two down there. That's the one that I use because I really like that one. Okay, but you can use any, especially the capsule. I recommend the capsule because they make the capsule to take internally. So the capsule are always good. The vitamin E capsule. Okay, all right. I hope that helped. Please share again facial exercise for lifelines. Thank you. And that is from Miss Tilda. Miss Tilda. Okay, definitely. Medora, Foster, I'm having dark circle around the eyes. When I try your remedy, how long should I use it for? And you might not like this answer, but as long as it takes. Because once you stop, just as if you use your facial cream and stuff like that, and you don't use it for like a week or two, then your face gets back dry. It's the same thing with these remedies. However, over time, what you will notice is that it's not as bad as before. And sometimes you find it all gone, and then you stop a week or 2 weeks and you see a little sign of it coming back, and then you start to use it again. And that is the truth. So just keep it using it. You don't use it this week, use it next week, and so on and so forth. Just play with it. But whatever you're using, within a week or two, you should see some result. Okay, you should see some result. If you're going over 2-3 weeks and absolutely no result, then you change it to something else, another one of my remedy or something like that. But within a week or so, the turmeric and the potato, no joke. After the very first time you use it, you're going to notice something. And that is no joke. The milk, the potato, and the parsley will do the trick also. But with continuous use, you will notice a change. All right? Okay. Okay, so Elizabeth, I know hibiscus has shoe block right here in Jamaica. All right, so see, Jamaica again. All right, Essie, you could be the reason for the reaction for the makeup, which salicylic acid, it bite. I have a combination sensitive skin. All right, I know that you guys, you are probably answering to someone else about the itching and all of that. If you look at my videos that I'm on without any form of a makeup, you will notice that like right here at my eyes, they are normally dark, like really, really dark, regardless of all the things that I use. You're gonna notice it's normally dark. And sometimes people tend to ask, why is it that you use so much remedy? You get down there off, but up here is still dark. And that is the very same thing Essie is talking about. I personally, and don't ask why I still wear makeup, I am allergic to a lot of the makeup, the eyeshadow. So I have to know what I'm using. And sometimes when I put the eyeshadow on, and depending on what I'm using on my skin as a facial moisturizer or serum, then I would get that little itching sensation going on. And before you know it, sometime when I rinse off, it's like it's a burning. It's just a combination of ingredient that they use to make this powders and stuff. So nowadays I have to be very, very mindful of what I put there. I search for makeup with natural ingredient, and even some with all natural still, cause this irritation. So when I stumble on one that really works, then I tend to stick with it. But that is really, really true, like really, really true, Essie, because I am living proof that is what happened to me. And I have no reason not to share that with you. So when you see my face and you see that up here all dark, that is from makeup. I love it though, guys. I'm female. I like to, try all these kind of things. I'm like a makeup junkie or something like that. So don't say like you need to stop wearing, because I'm already like addicted to wearing the makeup. So, and sometimes depending, you want to go certain places, you want to look a certain way, and I'm just keeping it real with you. So I still keep using it even though I know some. But if I use it and I feel that sensation, that burning, then I would not use that particular palette anymore. Okay? So that is true. Okay? All right. Okay. So I used your remedy for veins, vapor rub and oil. How much time I need to be good? You need to be seeing result. After 1 or 2 weeks, you need to be seeing result. If you're not seeing result, it means it's not working. It's not gonna go away right away, but you gotta notice that, oh man, it seemed like they faded. You gotta see something, okay? So and then you will know exactly when to stop. All right, guys, my time is up. I hope you learned something. Other things that we didn't talk about today, we didn't talk about tomatoes much. We didn't talk about tea bags and what else I have on this. That's basically some of the stuff that normally we would talk about for dark circles that we didn't. And I'm sure you learned something. I'm sure you're gonna walk away with something, and also not only walk away, learning something, but go ahead and try something so that if you use it and it worked for you, you could come back and share it with us, because sharing is caring. And when we all interact with each other and share, I learn a lot of things from you guys. A lot of you might think that, oh, she always what, blah blah blah, but I learn a lot of things. And 90% of the time when I'm done with a show, I'm out there researching, because somebody is going to mention something that I know nothing about, that I need to know, and it sounds interesting, so I have to go. So we are all learning from each other. And definitely give some natural products a try. Feel free to use your store bought, mix them up like I do, and just enjoy your life. Enjoy taking care of you, because it's not only gonna have your skin looking amazing, as I said, but when you feel good about yourself, when you do these things, it have to de-stress you. And some of us are so busy that we don't find time for ourselves, and just take the time to make a facial serum or a facial cream, or even to treat the areas around your eyes, is just a form and a way of de-stressing yourself. Okay, guys, thank you all for watching. I love you guys. it has been like a great response with just surprise show. So from time to time, I'll pop these in, and I definitely will see how the Wednesday show go. Why I don't promise, because if I do a Wednesday show once in a while, a couple of Wednesday, I'm not gonna be available and stuff like that. But definitely, I'll send a notification out so you guys could know to watch. And if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, feel free to send it in. Okay, send it to khichibeauty@gmail.com. Guys, I have new merchandise, and sometimes I don't talk about the merchandise. But yeah, it's supposed to be listed somewhere near to where you're watching. If not, look in the link below and you could go and see some of my new design. Also, if you're out there and you're good at designing, like, t-shirts and stuff like that, logos, feel free to send me an email and just a sample of the design that you create, something geared towards the Khichi Beauty channel, and I just might use your design. Definitely looking for a designer that could design something, based on our channel topic and what we do, that you guys would like to, probably wear or just have it as a little thingy. All right, guys. So my time is up. I love you guys. If you're still watching, let's give the video a thumbs up. Let's see if we could take this to 100. 71 is good. If you have not yet thumbs the video up, give it a thumbs up so that I know that you enjoyed the show, you're here for me, and you like the topic today, so we could keep going and doing these live show. Lila, Laila, how often and how many times a week to use the mask? A mask is recommended to use 2 to 3 times per week. If it depends on how you feel, you could use it 4 times or 5 times a week, but it's best to use 2 to 3 times a week. The day you use a facial mask, you don't do the scrub for easy. You can do all 2 once, but for me, I like to, today I do a mask, tomorrow I do a scrub. All right, so keep it like that you don't feel, overwhelmed. Facial scrub is easy because you do it when you're going to take a shower. A mask, you got to wait a couple of minutes before you could rinse it off. So do those when you have more time, and do your facial scrub, when you get in the shower. Thank you all for watching, guys. I love you guys. Take care. Have a great evening, morning, whatever time is it, wherever you are. And I'll see you guys soon. I post a video, guy, using the orange peel. I show how to make the orange peels. Feel free to support by going to watch it when you hang up from this show. Bye bye. See you soon. Bye.